Hello everybody, welcome back to SBC News, and today we'll be talking about the main topic of, well, we don't have really a main topic, but yeah, let's just get on to it. So, first of all, I will be answering the questions that I asked you to ask me last week of SBC News. And the reason the SBC News were so close together is because I missed a week or two. So I was just trying to catch up for you guys. And here's the first question. Nana from Macomb, Michigan asks, where can I get a coffee mug like yours? You mean this one? Well, so what you need to do to get a coffee mug like this is you will text us your name, your address, and how many of these mugs you want, and we'll send you the information to get more of these mugs. Auntie Sonia from Seattle, Washington asks, what inspired you to start doing SBC News episodes, and where did you get the idea from? Also, how do you decide what you are going to put on your program? Well, the first question is a really good question that I was going to keep a secret until the 10th episode, but I guess I'll just have to say it anyway. Well, it is a long story. So, I was on a bus one day when I was just scrolling through my editing thing that I use, iMovie, and I came across a sound effect which sounded like a news sound effect thing. And if you go back to the first episode of SBC News, you'll hear that sound effect at the beginning and the end. And so that sound effect, that one sound effect, got me thinking. It got me thinking, ooh, I think I should make my own news video about our family and what's going on. My original plan was it would just go to the 5 of us in my family, so Elliot, Brenner, Mom, and Dad, and me. But then when I told Mom, she said, oh, that's a good idea. And then after she said, what about we send it out to the whole family? And I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So then after that, I created the first one. I had a lot of fun doing it. And at that period of time, I was really into editing and effects for editing. So I edit all of my SBC News videos that you're watching right now, especially the one right now. And yeah, so basically, what inspired me to start SBC News was that one sound effect. It led to this big situation. Also, how do you decide what you are going to put on your program? That was your second question. And well, I kind of just think of what's going on in my family and stuff like that. So if we have a family trip to Vietnam, I talk about that for an episode. Or if it's a national holiday in Singapore, I'll talk about that. So yeah. The Heath family from Oakland, California had a couple questions. So Anna and Daniel asked, out of all the countries you visited, what are the top 2 or 3? Well, my number 1 would be America, because I enjoyed going there every summer, and it's really fun. And my second is Greece. 4 years ago when we went with our friends, and that was really fun. The place we stayed was nice, so yeah. Roman asked, what are things I should practice so that I can someday host a show like yours? There's a couple things actually. Leading back to the other question from Auntie Sonia, you'll need to practice your editing, your speech, so speaking in front of a camera or something like that. And you will need to practice, so I said editing, speech, and that's basically all you need. So now moving on to the last question from the Heath family is, Sylvia wants to know, what is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a dog. So, yeah. Aunt Liz in Loomis, California asks, how is the food in Singapore different from the other places you visited? So it's different because it's chickeny. And the reason it's chickeny because everything seems to have chicken in it. I just don't know why. The second question, are there any Singapore foods, specialties, that you particularly like? Okay, there's 3 of them. Dumplings, rice, and noodles. Ramen noodles. What is the most unusual food you've eaten in Singapore? Durians. Durians are fruits that smell horrible, and some people say that the smellier they are, the better they taste. So they say it smells bad, but it tastes good, which I disagree because I've had it and I've gagged. So, yeah. Also, what is the story behind the Buddha Tooth Temple in Singapore? Well, that one I don't know the story behind because I haven't visited the museum yet. It does exist though, and hopefully I will go to the museum and answer the question as soon as possible. Uncle Aaron from Macomb, Michigan asks, what was your favorite Vietnamese food? I didn't really eat Vietnamese food there because the doctor told me to avoid the street food and stuff like that, so I don't really know. Papa also from Macomb, Michigan asks, can the tourists ride their bikes through the rice paddies? They can, just not in our hotel because that was off the paths. And, but you can't ride the bikes in the rice paddies themselves because there's like a puddle of water to grow the rice paddies and then the rice paddies. So you can go on the trails that like connect through the rice paddies, but yeah. Grandpa John and Nana Nancy from Marine on the St. Croix, Minnesota ask, what are you drinking out of your SBC News mug? 2 things. I was drinking chocolate milk in the first half. In the second half, I was drinking water because it's usually hot and yeah. Ruth from London, Ontario, Canada asks, did you know your grandpa was in the Vietnam War in the Navy? And I did know that, and we made the episode. Another reason we made the Vietnam episode is so you could see how much it changed from when you were there last in the war. Thank you to everybody who asked questions. For some of you who didn't ask questions, maybe it's just because you didn't watch SBC News yet. And if you didn't, or if I didn't answer any of your questions, please send them so I can answer them afterwards in the next episode of SBC News. Next, we will be cutting down and trying the jackfruit that you may have seen in the previous episodes of SBC News.
Okay, so this knife is going to be used to cut the jackfruit, and it's got oil on it because otherwise the knife will stick inside. So we're going to go in the back and we're going to take the jackfruit off. He is the expert in jackfruit, cutting.
So there's the jackfruit. You can take a big look at it. It's huge. It's enormous.
All right. So tell me where I need to cut. Cut here. Oh, here?
The other one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's liquid coming out. Wow.
Yep.
How much do you think that weighs, Theo?
Probably about 800. No.
100 what?
5, 6, 10 kilograms.
Oh,
10 kilos? You think?
gosh, it's heavy.
Oops, it's dripping.
It's glue. So
Think. So the reason why we cut it.
So that
is
glue-
why, Theo, do you know?
What's that white stuff?
That's the stickiness
like the
from
sap.
inside.
So it has been 4 days since we cut the jackfruit off the tree, and the reason we had to wait for so long is because we had to wait till it ripened to the fullest. And some of you might have been wondering how heavy it was, but actually we don't know how heavy it is. It's more than 10 pounds, and it's too heavy for our scale to weigh, so yeah.
Okay.
So we are cutting the jackfruit.
This might take time.
Whoa, is that strong? It's so fragrant.
I can't smell a thing.
So, zoom in. What do you actually eat? So I take the seed out, right?
That was just.
Look at the white part. This is what it looks like. Take this one out, right?
I'll smell it.
I don't smell a thing. I mean, how?
It's really good.
Now it's time for weekly highlights.
So my weekly highlight is that I finished the Strictly musical. It is the first middle school musical in my school, and I was the White Rabbit, and it's pretty amazing how in total I spent 60 hours of practicing, and we just did the show 2 times, so yeah. And Theo will show you some clips.
Welcome to Dulong, such a perfect town. Here we have some rules, so let's lay them down. So make way, stay in line, and we'll get on fine. Dulong is a perfect place. Please keep off of the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face. Dulong.
And finally, happy birthday to Uncle Danny and Alexis. Signing off. So, Lean, why is there oil on the knife?
Okay. Cut. Okay. Just one.
What? No, you have to say what? Aunt Liz in Loomy's. So it's chickeny. Aunt Liz in Loomis, California asked, what are you doing?
I can't look at you.
Also, is the story behind the Bubba ha ha ha